Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're going to be playing some mono black Scourge of the Skyclave aggro. I forgot this card was in standard still, thought it was from an older set, but Scourge is very similar to the Shadow, cares about looking at both players' life totals and then minusing 20, and that's its power. You can also kick it and each player loses half their life totals, rounded up. So we are an aggressive slanted black deck. We have stuff like Forsworn Paladin, which we can pay life to create treasures, also pay mana to pump it up. We have Eye Twitch, which allows us to have a learn package with our creatures. Skyclave Shade is a way to just have a reoccurring threat. Callous Blood Mage basically can draw you cards, lose life, creates pests, or exiles graveyards. Umbral Juke is both a sacrifice effect, but a creature at instant speed with flying and evasion. And then Lolth, Spider Queen, makes creatures, draws us cards, notably loses us life, and then an ultimate that can deal some damage. And then a bit of removal in the deck. We have Blood Chief's Thirst, Inscription of Ruin, which can also bring back our creatures. Agadeem's brings back our creatures. And then the Sail is to give us flying, a way to have some evasion. One of the cards I want to try out is Eye of Vecna. So we're not playing the Exodia combo, the eye, hand, foot, toe, back. But really this one is interesting because it enters the battlefield and it loses us life, draws us cards, and then it gives us a reoccurring way to lose life on our upkeep and give us some sustained card draw. It is legendary, so we're only playing 2 of them. We have Lithoform Blight as well. So a couple reasons for this card. One, it shuts off the Angel combo. We can target their land. It shuts off opponent's creatures' lands. We can mana screw our opponent potentially and force them to pay mana. We're an aggressive deck, so life matters. But also in a pinch, we can target our own lands, pay life, and then make our Scourge of the Skyclaves larger. So similar to like Historic Death Shadow, where you play the deserts and stuff like that, you can deal some damage there. And then finally we have Hive of the Eye Tyrant and Faceless Havens as creature lands. Our lesson board is Environmental Sciences, some Pest Summonings, Anatomy, Annihilation, Mascot Exhibition, and Confront the Past. We can bring back our Planeswalkers, or in that, like the last game we were playing with the other deck, if we're putting into like a Planeswalker heavy version of a control deck, we can try that out. So let's try this out. That was a lot of words. As always, hope you are enjoying the content. If you're catching this on YouTube, if you can, like, comment, and subscribe. And for the folks tuning in live on Twitch today, as always, if you enjoy the content, it is greatly appreciated if you can hit the follow button. So a couple brews, and then we'll try to play some probably more aggressively slanted decks. This hand has no pressure, so I'm going to mulligan. We'll keep this hand. I think given this hand, I'm going to put the Lithoform Blight back. I have a pretty laid out curve here. I'm going to go Paladin first. Menace is actually really relevant, so if they play out a creature here, we can get around it. So it looks like Rogues. Kind of want to hold on to this, to be honest, just because we can exile our graveyard. I think that's an easy trade. I'll get Pest Summoning here. So this could be Anti-Cognition. So let's go Skyclave. You know what? I played that wrong. I should have waited, cast this, and then played the Skyclave in case they countered it. Alright. Well, opponent did nothing. They played 1 Merfolk and did nothing. So we are just going to start taxing their lines. Interesting that they offered to trade for the learn. Like, we just get card advantage there. But maybe they thought we weren't going to block, but I feel like you play Eye Twitch for it to die. Alright, we need to lose some life, but if this is like a creature mirror, we're pretty good. Need to hit some lands. Again, Paladin looking nice here. So you generally want to lead with these lines because they come into play tapped afterwards. Cool. In case they're on discard. This lets me go Shade next turn. One thing you can do is like pay the life to make a treasure token that could ramp us into this and hit our life total. It's fine with me. Just gonna recast it. Like, if they're going to spend their time 1-for-1ing my creature that just keeps coming back, I'm happy. Cool. I'll do it again. This is just... Scourge is just a 1-1 right now, so I want to get it out of... Actually. They could be on Shadow's Verdict. It's a very real option, but I'd rather keep one Shade. Around, because we don't want both our Shades to die to Shadow's Verdict. Cool. Bodes well for us. Do I just go Queen here? I think just getting this down is better.
You could have such
like they could easily draw into something here. They're gonna try to win with these, so having the creatures down is good. So they can copy my Scourge. It's not that big of a deal. Paladin having Menace. Again, whatever. So they're splashing red for Valky, so it's like Dimir Valky.
I'll tell you a secret.
So we'll play this out. They're going to charge a Barons. So really the only thing we're worried about is Shadow's Verdict, but I get my Scourge back if they Shadow's Verdict, so again, not crazy if they play out Crippling Fear. This just gets a bunch of counters. It gets close to ultimate. They've shown a lot of 1-for-1 removal. It's actually kind of annoying. Maybe I got a little greedy there.
Blood on your hands.
So Lethal Form Blight that. That's a good draw. I don't want to commit any more to the board at this point. these into the royals. They've been pretty annoying. So even if they sweep here, they're dead. And then just shutting them off that. So they paid some mana. We could have also like targeted their colored mana, keeping them off like black. That was pretty good. We survived 4 pieces of removal, 2 blanks, and still were able to pressure them. That game we just showed like Shade just being really useful. The Spider Queen giving us some advantage, also just gaining us some life. Or gaining us some card advantage. I want to try how this is. Looks like mono white snow. We could use this Umbral Juke just as a way to kind of sneak attack. Mind you, now they know about it, so... But still. We have 2, we can block the Spellbinder. The one thing here is we need to get some damage in. This Innkeeper's like low-key gonna hurt us. Just gaining the life is annoying. Because if we can keep their life down, they're on portable hole. So I think we're willing to give him 1 more turn of the life gain next turn, because I could do this and this next turn. So I'm going to block the Spellbinder. You're also annoying. So I can get the life gain off the table. I think we're doing this. And then we can see what they do here. They need another land. Okay, so they can fire up Faceless. Also annoying. I guess I should have done that before. They sacrificed this Innkeeper anyways. So I just gave him a free life here. You're 7 mana to kick, so we're 2 turns away from that. Taking 6 this turn. You don't do much. I guess you can block now. You're a 5/5. Shade's just not doing much here. This is bad if they have like portable hole. So they can Valkyrie me here. Ooh, that's pretty nice. So I could queen. I think we're queening this turn. Just make the spiders be able to block.
We will slay our enemies.
I don't want to attack here because they could make this animated in this. Next turn I can lose a life and then I can kick Scourge. So we get a couple looks here. It's annoying. You're shrinking my Scourge. I think that's fine. This goes up, and then I can kick the Scourge.
A gift in exchange for loyalty.
So I could do this.
Aren't I generous?
So I can, yeah, I think we're just gonna kick that. Have a 12-12. Nice lead. Nice and close to lethal, hopefully. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. I get the scry a couple times too. So the menaces on these are irrelevant. That's actually really good. Just shutting off this Faceless Haven.
My children will take care of you.
Just play out here. So we're probably attacking in. I can Faceless Haven if needed. Yeah, fall asleep all you want, buddy. You're playing a life gain deck. I'm playing a life drain deck. It's not my fault. You only get to play one card a turn. This is what's nice about these. So, like, we're not playing the combo, like the Angel Book combo, but we're able to shut off their Faceless Havens here. Interesting deck by the opponent. Just kind of all in on the green-white life gain plan. This card's just like a souped-up a Johnny's Pride mate. Are you salty roping me? That's always fun. Gotta love the folks who are so salty. So salty. So Lolth has been pretty good this game for us. It's given us a steady stream of blockers. It's been able to draw some cards. Plays in nicely with the life gain synergy. Chat. Sometimes. It's a not ranked game. Why do you care this much? We also just didn't see much removal this game. I think we saw no Bloodchief's Thirst, no Inscriptions, no Jukes. Alright. Or did we see Jukes? I forget. Oh. Let's give this one another go. See how it plays out. This one's felt a little bit better than the last deck. Just some interaction in it, a good proactive clock, recurable threats. Yep. Opponent goes first. Probably see how aggressive they are. Probably shocking ourselves here. It's probably blue-white control. No, blue-white equipment. So therefore, we will not shock ourselves. This is a matchup where our life total will probably be a resource. You can see Skyclave Apparition perhaps out of them. Could be the book combo. Doing that, passing. If they play out a creature, I could get them to sacrifice it before the sword gets attached. So that's annoying because it means none of my creatures do damage. So here I can pump up something to deal some damage. I think we're just going to draw a card here. Okay, Blight's nice here. It's literally the only thing that does anything. So we'll let them go through if this is book combo. This is likely. We'll let them play it. We'll let them activate it, do their thing. They might have book in hand. Okay, that's probably Doom Scars, so. It's only 5. No, stop. I don't want to attack with you. I want to attack with you too. We'll make some treasure tokens. These have gained them 6 life this game, which is kind of annoying. I think we're just... ramping here, maybe? Just do this. Hey, okay, I like you. Could be a counter spell out of them. But we got to get these out of the way now. Yeah. So Doomscar is something we need to be mindful of, but I think at this point we just have to play as though they don't. I want them to commit to the book combo because then they feel like they can't lose the game. Looks like they're setting up for that. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the book combo, it's Book of Exalted Deeds makes an angel have the text, you can't lose the game, your opponent can't win the game. They animate Faceless Haven, and then it becomes back as a land. So if you don't have a way to interact with the land because they don't activate it, they can't lose the game. So you eventually mill out or they kill you in one way or another. Interesting that they're playing like Halvar's Sword and stuff like that. The Valkyrie Shield makes a bit of sense. Oh, they just go Redain. Redain and then don't cast Redain? I'm a bit confused as to what the opponent is doing here. Like either they have the book in hand. Like playing a Redain out's not terrible. They've gained 9 life this game, which is really annoying. We're only able to do a bit of damage here and there. They disconnect. Might have disconnected. It's 2 opponents in a row disconnect. I think that last opponent was just salty. Okay, so we have Shade here. So I want to keep this as a sacrifice effect. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 4 for this. Plus 3 for this. So that takes all my mana. So maybe we just do Shade here. Because then I only have to sacrifice 1. So just cast this. Just because then Redain gets annoying if they're able to each turn get it back. I'm fine playing this out. The Scourge is a way we can get them to lose a lot of life. So if we could get them to a point where it's low enough that we could come close to one-shotting them. They may try to Redain here, that's fine. We'll do this. Ooh, if they Faceless here, it's also nice. Scry 5. Draw 3. So we're going to give them the false hope. We want them to think, because even if they sweep here, I get to learn and make some treasure tokens. Portable hole. Sure. If they don't play anything, this is why I really like this card. It's just super flexible in these matchups. Like, we can be aggressive, we can be defensive. They had negate. Jeez. Okay, well, that's a great one to stick here.
I will show you what happens when the I will cull the weak.
So we just throw a blocker in at the time. We can block this for a bit. It's just for free knowledge we get to learn here. That was a great draw.
My will cannot be denied.
Here. Mascot might just be the call. Can do this, get them to exile. Yeah, maybe we get this. They get to draw a card, but I don't really care. I don't know how many Ice Dragons they're playing, but we're down to one card in hand. Let's draw a card first.
My words are for ambitious minds.
Oh, you know what? I need to play the land. At least once a game you're going to forget the Valkyries in effect. We can play this out. So they'd be 1 point dead if it wasn't for 3 Search for Glories. But we have the creature land next turn. They flooded out quite a bit. Could see Faceless Haven activated here. Happy to throw a block in. Okay, that's fine, because even with the activation here, this just goes like all the way up, so it doesn't even matter that they sweep.
Aren't I generous?
They hit for 6.
I'll show you what I do to traitors. Go on, run, but we will catch you.
Sure. Get that out of the way now. Play out our Faceless Haven. Play out both of these. This is fine, because if they sweep... They got another Blight out of the way, but I'm not too concerned with that. We're presenting lethal on board. Five one. I'm gonna wait, because if they kill something... I think I'd... Let's do Faceless right now. Let's go face. They got it back to hand.
My power is for annihilation.
I think we hold this for now. Card.
My hatred lives.
There's also the target your own creature to put more counters on it. Okay, they behold here. again. Not the end of the world. I get my tokens. They play this out, but I can kill it. I have enough for both, and they're dead. Oh, no, I don't, because it costs me 1 to target. So we are going the Shade plan. Six mana. No. Oh, no, 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 no! Damn it. It's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. I wanted to cancel out. Ah. I forgot the tax on top of it. Probably still okay. This is really nice, like post board wipe, you just get so much. Yeah, Paragon, not what I intended. Should still be fine here. 3 attackers, 2 blockers. This shield has absorbed so much damage this game. It's been wild. Yeah, Best of One's like fun, but like certain strategies, like in this matchup, we bring in more discard. Obviously, gives us a little bit more interaction. But I played one game, like one deck in traditional standard, and then I just haven't played anything since. So this deck felt actually pretty solid overall. Was really impressed by the Lolth Queen here. Like decent little package, some nice kind of pressure. Umbral Juke was really impressive in the deck as well. Only got to cast this once, but they portable hold me, so I couldn't get to do it again. But I think the combination of like creature lands and everything plays out pretty nicely.